Hey everyone, thanks for coming back for another segment of Michigan Conservative Roundtable. I have Kim to my right, TJ. My name's TJ. Mac is to my left. You know, I think I just violated proper decorum in introducing myself first before poor Mac.
Oh well.
In any event, this is one I've been thinking about wanting to do at somehow or another, and it's dealing with YouTube and their new. I'm searching for words how to describe
censorship.
Censorship. We have to be careful how we say things. If we say the wrong thing on any particular topic, they will yank us so quick. It's kind of
We
scary.
must follow the party line, the new state mandated party line. We only say what the state wants us to say. Nothing else.
So YouTube has come up with these guidelines that have
Isn't that communism?
That's done in communism.
Yeah. So in any event, I wanted to launch into a rant of you must submit. You must submit to the fact that there was nothing wrong with this last election. You must submit. You must. There was nothing wrong with this last election. Does anyone not agree with me? Can you see?
Well, I know that if I'm ever put on trial for anything, I want all eyewitness testimony thrown out because clearly it means nothing.
You must.
I don't submit.
You must submit that.
I refuse.
That Biden is our president-elect. You must submit.
Never
And
Biden.
say
Here.
it.
Never Biden.
And say it.
Even though one doesn't become president-elect until the Electoral College elects him.
Regardless of the fact, I hope this doesn't get pulled, regardless of the fact that our president-elect underperformed nationally with the exception of 4 counties.
Historically low number.
With the exception of 4 counties, Fulton, the county where Philadelphia is, Wayne County here in Michigan, which is an embarrassment to us here at the round table here.
Yes.
Where they put up things where you couldn't look in to see what they
Well,
were doing.
That's always what honest people do. Hide. Honest people always do things under the table and behind closed doors. They always do it that way.
So we must submit to the fact that President-elect Biden so overperformed in these 4 counties that he was able to make up for all the counties nationally that he underperformed in. You must submit in agreeing to that. You must.
Yes. This is just the beginning of the submission.
And in President-elect Biden achieving this, you must submit to the fact that only a political genius could have pulled this off.
Right.
You must submit. You must.
Right.
You must submit to the fact that Orange Man is bad. You must.
Yes. And should be punished. And the people, such as ourselves,
should be punished
should
too.
be punished also for what we did.
Because Pelosi says so.
Well, you must
she's not the only
submit.
one who
You
says
must
it.
submit to that.
Vice President-elect Kamala Harris also said they need to run us down, track us down, and get us for what we did.
You must submit.
And who we supported.
Yeah.
You must submit to the fact that Russia collusion was never a hoax. You must submit to that. You must.
Yes.
And that China collusion was a hoax.
Yes.
In ranting all that, we find ourselves in uncharted water where we may have to resort to sarcasm, flowery generalities, which if you may, taken at face value, you might say, why are they saying that? You know, I've always been the one I've always wanted to be so sarcastic. Surely you can see through it, you know?
I can, and don't call me Shirley.
Yep. We must resort to terms so flattering to make perhaps the viewer want to vomit. Okay? I mean that's kind of where we're at. We must submit to the fact that we have to know where our place is now.
Yes.
We must submit to that.
Well, Dollar General will tell you they've got signs in their store. Put that mask on. Do your part.
We must
do your part, they say.
Yeah. We must submit to anything they tell us to do.
Right.
Well, and we must submit to the all-knowing providence of YouTube. We must submit to that.
In Google.
And Google and Facebook. We must submit to it.
Twitter.
So what I'm telling all the viewers is you must submit. You must.
You must agree.
You must submit to wokeness. Because if you don't submit to wokeness, what are they going to do? They might put you to sleep.
They're going to censor. They're going to censor you.
Well,
so your voice won't be heard.
They'll take you offline. They will dox you. They will have goons come to your house and get you.
Oh, I was.
I recommend they don't come to my house.
I was
however.
doxxed on Facebook the other day, and instead
that was me.
Well, that's because you didn't submit.
And what happened was, instead of that person doxing me being removed from Facebook and put in jail, I was.
Yeah.
So are you going to submit now?
No.
Well, then if you don't submit, then you will suffer the consequences.
Yep.
You will suffer the consequences if you don't submit. You must submit. You must.
Well, I can't believe how many people say this is our new normal. If this is normal, then you can put me down because I don't want any part of it.
The First Amendment is gone.
It's been gone for the longest time.
But now they're not tricky about it. Now it's just blatantly.
Well, you have to start off. They always use the old example of if you put the frog in the water and it's boiling hot, he'll jump out. So you put him in there, you turn up the heat incrementally, and then he cooks before he knows it.
Yeah.
But so with the political correctness, that was the end of the first. The First Amendment was gone at that point. Once we started bowing to saying cripple, and these are not. I don't necessarily think these terms are kind or anything, but it's just an example. Cripple goes to handicapped, and handicapped goes to differently abled, and it never stops. It's always getting changed to the next level of your submission.
You know what part of it is, though? The problem is that politically correct is for some people now, but not for all people.
That's true.
And that's the problem.
And you must submit to that.
Yes.
It's the
you must take your punishment as a white person.
Conservatives can have to say some things, but other people are allowed to say whatever they want to say.
Right.
And this is what you must submit to.
That's the problem.
Well, I'll give you an example of that. Is we are coerced to say African American, which I don't. But they're not coerced. I will tell you, Black Americans, which I call them Black Americans because that's what they are. Black Americans are not forced to refer to me as a European American.
I was called a cracker the other day.
Well,
I don't care.
I've been called something.
I don't care. They can call me whatever they want. I don't care.
At my job, I've been called something hundreds of times that if I used on here,
we'd get a gig.
We'd get a gig and probably be lashed.
Yeah.
With cat o' nine tails.
It reminds me, I'm watching the show Tudors right now, and it's almost like the same thing. Do the oath for the king. And if you don't believe what the king says, off with your head, or you get burned at the stake, or they pull you apart in different directions, or shove a very hot metal instrument into your anal orifice, which would be most unpleasant.
And that was a politically correct term he just used.
We have a lot of those here.
Yeah, I've been doing a little thing to see. I used a certain term on Facebook and got put in jail. Mm-hmm. So I've been reporting people that were using on the other side that were using the same term, but what they send me back is saying, "Oh, this isn't against our policy." But yet, when I used it, it was against their policy.
Well, I put up a cartoon, and within a second, there was a fact checker saying it was false. It was a cartoon.
Yeah.
I mean, we all understand that cartoons are not real, right?
All right. So, have we vented? Have we ranted as to our being submissive to the almighty Yankee Tango?
I'm not going to submit.
No,
me either.
Hopefully this video doesn't get pulled. Hopefully not too many of our future videos get pulled. Hopefully we persevere in this pursuit of our endeavors, I'll say.
Yes.
In any event, thanks for watching. Thanks for letting us rant. As to what happens next, who knows? That's it. As always.
You may have to watch us on Rumble.
Yeah, we
if
might.
You can figure out how to use it.
Yeah, or BitChute or whatever.
We're on BitChute.
So anyways, as always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.